Hey guys, I'm Leilani and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm glad that you can make it today. And today I wanted to talk about a social media detox and how that went for me. So let's get started. So you're probably wondering, what is a social media detox? And a social media detox is just a period of time off of social media, and that could be from 1 day to 1 month, even to the rest of your life, depending on how well it affects you. So how long did I do my social media detox for? I did it for 1 week, and during this 1 week I was able to learn a lot about myself and others and about social media and where life is going in that aspect. Well, I did this from Sunday to Sunday, so I started on February 19th and I went on to February 26th of 2023. So what are some reasons why I did this, you may ask? And one of the reasons I did this is because I was just so fed up with feeling like I always had to be on my phone, and it was just really distracting me and taking away all of my energy and really affecting my mental health. I was just constantly thinking about social media without even being on it. You know, who liked my post? What should I post? Who texted me? Like, how many likes did I get on a certain post? Obviously, we all need some kind of validation in life, and I can't be the only one guilty for this in the world. So that was that was one of the reasons why. You're like a horny baby. And there was just a lot of negative feelings associated with being on social media and the people that I interact with and the people that I follow. So that was just something else that I was not going to put up with any longer. And like I said, it was just taking up way too much of my energy, especially my creative energy. And I was just feeling obligated to respond to people and to post. That way nobody's feelings would get hurt, including mine. Hey, excuse if my dog jumps on me. She's kind of a weirdo and thinks that she's this big. So yeah. So day one went super good. I felt really good, energized, motivated, and creative. And I was able to put my full attention onto my projects, and it really took away the idea of procrastination for me. And during this time, I used messages a lot since that was my only outlet, and because of this, I was able to connect with my loved ones and a lot of family members, and we were able to stay in touch and just talk for hours. And also during this first day, I realized that I was thinking about social media a lot as well, even during this time, and just those simple things like who texted, who liked my post, or like if anyone really cares, those types of things. On my second day of my social media detox, I felt really connected with spirit, source, the higher realms, God, whatever you would like to call it. And during this day, a lot of synchronicities were happening to me with music and angel numbers and all sorts of those things, and I was really able to connect with life in that way. During this day, during the night, I met a few lovely souls, and just one person I told you one person really stuck out to me, and I would consider this a soul crossing. They kind of live really far away, but it was really just a joy to meet them and to connect with them with these synchronicities. So I ended up downloading Instagram once this day, and the only reason for that was to post my YouTube video onto my Instagram and promote it, but afterwards I immediately deleted it. And to be fair, I kind of stayed in this loop of just rewatching my stories. So yeah, once I noticed that it was taking away from my energy in just that 1 minute, I deleted it immediately. So on day 3, I started taking selfies on the regular camera because I had no Snapchat or Instagram to be posting or to be taking pictures from. So it was able to give me some kind of confidence and kind of boost my self-esteem with just the authentic camera. And during this time, I was getting super creative with my pictures, and I created a thumbnail for my YouTube videos, and that's something that I've been doing recently now. So I managed to do all of this before 10 o'clock in the morning, which is really nice and a really good goal, and just something that really opens your eyes because now you have time. So no time to procrastinate and just time to do. And during the school day, since I go to school, I'm actually a senior in high school, But during the school day, I was able to engage and connect with people I don't normally, excuse me, with people that I don't normally engage with and people I don't normally recognize and stuff. So we were able to connect on a deeper level than just our cell phones this day. On day 3, I was feeling really good and I actually uploaded another YouTube video to my channel. And I also had dinner with a good friend of mine and we just had a great time. Even though it didn't work out as planned, we still got along and we still connected, and it was just a good day overall. So day 4, I had definitely more selfies, you can guess it. And I also listened to my favorite song that I recently talked about in another video all day long because this is the day that it dropped on Spotify. I was also reading a lot on Safari. I checked my screen time and I spent about an hour and a half to 2 hours just reading articles on things that I really love to learn about, and that's mainly just spirituality and star seeds. I think I was definitely reading on about that for sure. And I was also able to connect with my dad and we talked for hours this day over messages, and we ended up just shooting each other a call and we ended up talking for a longer period of time and just getting to know each other on that level. And this was really refreshing because me and my dad haven't talked in a while, so being able to connect and talk with him and actually teach him something, which was quite awesome and it's just something, an unexplainable feeling where you could teach your own dad now how to do things that you think they would already know by now. But it was just a really lovely time to be able to talk to him. But day 5, if you can't already tell, my creative juices are flowing endlessly during this time. And I was actually able to get more creative with my outfits. And I actually created another YouTube thumbnail during this time. It's another day where I was feeling really productive, so I ended up making a green juice and I ended up shooting another YouTube video that I will not be posting because I'm replacing it with this one actually. I actually ended up making another YouTube thumbnail. My creative juices are just flowing endlessly during this time. So day 5 was just another great day. I was able to create different styles and get more creative with my style since that's how I like to express myself. That's why you stay in the present moment, guys. And I ended up going to my favorite cafe. I stayed editing my YouTube video there until I had to go and meet up with a good teacher of mine. So that's what happened next. I went to a restaurant and I spent 2 to 3 hours with my teacher just trying to get things planned out for our class since I'm in yearbook, and we spent time getting creative in that way together and just eating and communicating and just having a really good time. And I ended up running into a lot of people there, which was really cool. Honestly, quite a coincidence, you know, there's just those really good days that we have. But yeah, we just stayed chatting, editing, and just flowing with the good positive vibes together, and I'm really happy that we got to spend time with each other that day. During day 6, you guessed it, more selfies. I really couldn't get over myself, I guess, during this week and the camera. I was actually able to start a new ceramic project since that's something that I really love to do and that I'm passionate about. And I also read a lot this day. I read one of my favorite books, Think and Grow Rich. And a realization that I had before making this YouTube video is that the book that I'm reading, I ended up taking a picture of a quote, and that following day we got that same exact poem that was referenced in the book in our English class. And just realizing that now, I'm just like, okay, I'm on the right path, and these synchronicities and spirit is just letting me know that everything is okay and I'm exactly where I need to be. So that it was just really like, wow, like out of all things, like I literally have a picture of that. It's just crazy. And I actually got invited to go to Trinidad, Colorado with some of my friends, so I planned that out. And then later in the evening I went to the ranch and I spent some time with my auntie and my dog, my other dog, not this one, and my uncle, and we were just able to spend time together in that way. and we just had a really good time connecting with each other, and I was actually able to receive some Reiki healing from my Auntie Trish. Shout out to my auntie, and I feel a lot better now, so thanks to her. Day 7 is where it comes to an end. This is the day that I went to Trinidad. So we went on our way to Trinidad, Colorado, and we stopped at the border and we took a few pics there that I will probably be uploading to my Instagram. Link in the description to my Instagram. We ended up signing our names at the border of Trinidad where it says, or at the border of Colorado where it says welcome to Colorado. And along the way I read a book also called, it's called Think and Grow Rich, the same book. And I was able to highlight a few key points from there. We ended up going to a small cafe in Trinidad, and it was really nice. They had a lot of cool, trippy, hippie kind of things. And we were able to go on a hike at Wormhole, and we spent like at least an hour or two out there just enjoying the view and taking pictures and really just soaking in the present moment. Like, it was so beautiful and so refreshing when you can get out into the mountains, because you were just able to think a lot clearer. We also traveled up to the Trinidad sign, which is on a big mountain, and we just drove up, and then we ended up taking a few pictures out at the Trinidad sign, and it was super windy, so we didn't spend a lot of time up there. And then we just adventured around the rest of the time. We went to Walmart, got some fruit, and we ended up getting a hotel in Trinidad, and we just had a lot of fun. There was a swimming pool, and we were able to enjoy ourselves, and they even had a great breakfast. Like, for a hotel, free breakfast, it was really good. So I am super happy that I got a chance to travel this weekend, and I just love spontaneous traveling. That's probably because I'm a Sagittarius though. So on day 8, I ended up downloading social media earlier in the day, and I ended up spending an hour, like an hour and a half on social media, and I noticed that I was kind of just going back to the same cycle. So I ended up actually only setting an hour a day to be on social media from now on. And when I downloaded social media back, I received a bunch of encouraging and lovely texts from my friends that I consider my friends, and it just really showed who cared and who really didn't care. With that being said, not being on social media opened my eyes to a few things. And one of the first things that opened my eyes up to was how it made me feel when being on it. And it just is a lot of negative emotions, a lot of stagnant energy. It is just something I don't really want to associate with anymore as much as I used to, which is a really good realization that not a lot of people have. It also made me realize that how much it takes away my creativity and my creative energy, and everyone around me as well. An example is during yearbook, everyone decides to just hop on their phones instead of, you know, creating something beautiful that will really help everyone else out, including themselves. And that is just the sad reality that we live in now. So that's just a really harsh realization that I had. And with that, I was able just to create so much more, and it really took away the idea of procrastination out of my life and really just laid out everything there for me that needed to be done, and I was able to get it done. And like I said earlier, it separated the real from the fake individuals in my life. So those that were just like, oh, where have you been? Like, what are you doing? Like, you haven't talked to me. Those are the people that I would consider to be fake, okay? Because I didn't feel like it was genuine and that they really didn't care, and they just kind of wanted to be nosy, and they weren't really worried about the bigger picture. So the ones that did hit me up and that were with me along the journey, shout out to all of you who were there for me during this ride. You know who you are. I really appreciate you, because you guys kept me sane during this time without having social media, and I felt just a little less lonely during this time, so thank you. It also made me realize that people need to feel your absence. People really do need to feel your absence, especially on social media, because with social media, people have too much access to you, And that is not something you want to happen, because then people will just start walking all over you and treating you like you're average. So disappearing for a while is really a valuable skill to have, and it really just gives you clarity on, like I said, who's there and who is not. It also opened my eyes to just reading a lot more, and I will share some books right now on the books that got me through this 1 week detox. The book that I was able to finish during this time was The 4 Agreements, and believe me, this is not the first time that I read this book, okay? This is about my 5th time finishing this book, and each time I'm able to take something away from it, which is really nice and a really valuable skill to have. So this is a 10 out of 10 book that I would recommend to everyone on this earth. Another book that I was reading during this time was this book called No Fucks Given, okay? And this is just a book about boundary setting and the art of not giving a fuck about the things that you don't want to give a fuck, and giving a fuck about the things that you want to start giving a fuck, and just creating space for those fucks. Because of this book, I've started saying fuck a lot more, but no fucks given, am I right? Anyways, no more being corny. Alright, to save the best for last, I actually have started this book called Think and Grow Rich, and it has taught me a lot, and this is actually the book where I got that reference from and was able to somehow align with it in my English class, so yeah, that was pretty awesome. I would recommend this book as well for all of those people that want to change their life and want to make some money. The last thing that I was able to accomplish was just to write a little bit more in my success journal. So this is my success journal, and it's just tips on how to elevate your life to luxury. So yeah, I was able to really tap into my knowledge and what I want to be learning. Another lesson that I learned from this is that everyone on this planet that has a cellular device, you guys have to watch what you consume, okay? Watch what you consume and make sure that you're only consuming positive things, because when we're only consuming negative things on social media, that's when we start to compare ourselves and we get a low self-esteem and we don't really feel good enough, and that's not something we want, and that is something that truly makes me sad to see in this world. So please watch what you consume and please be mindful of those things, okay? Another thing that I learned was that social media is literally meant to distract you, okay? And you don't want it to distract you. You don't want it to consume your life and take away all of your energy, and that's where we end up nowhere, right? Is when we're constantly mindless scrolling and constantly letting social media consume our energy, and that is just that's where they want us to be. It's meant to keep you in the same place that you are at. So please be mindful and please see this bigger picture, okay? And see with this 1 week detox, it really gave me the bigger picture and the whole scoop on just observing others and how it really has changed the world and how distracted and mentally ill we are because of this, guys. It's not normal to not do nothing with your life. It is not normal to not have ambition. It is just not normal to not be creative. So please come to this realization and wake up, because we miss you, okay? We miss you. And that's the rant for that. Without having social media, it really shows the importance of sitting with yourself and sitting with your thoughts and sitting with who you are, and really just getting to know yourself in that way, and just seeing whatever thoughts come up during this time. And it really allows you to get to know what your passions are, who's your friends, and what you really want to be doing, and it gives you a chance to think long term as well. Like I said, the importance of human connection is really valuable, and it's something that we should all be doing, and it's something that should not be foreign to us or inhumane. And I see people and humans as opportunities and doors to things that you want to do and things like that in that nature. So please pay attention to who's around you, and please say hi to people. Please send people a little smile or a wave, and you never know where that can bring you. So please put yourself in uncomfortable situations, because I know it can be really uncomfortable having human connections nowadays when it's all just in a click of a button, and we can meet people online on Fortnite or whatever, you know, but it's really valuable to go touch some grass. So go do that. It truly is just a negative loop and avoidance from reality. So please stop avoiding reality and get to work and just do the damn thing, okay? With this 1 week, even 1 day detox, you will have the courage just to do the damn thing, okay? If you desire to change your life, if you have that burning desire to change your life, this is something that you should definitely start with. So the real question is, will I download social media again? And the answer is probably not. Honestly, probably not. With this big realization, I mean, I've just laid them all out and nothing good really comes out of social media besides a few other factors. I have Instagram right now, and just the first day that I got social media back again, which is only Instagram that I got back, I already fell into the toxic cycle. So I've actually set only 1 hour a day on my phone. I physically put that into my screen time and it locks up whenever I go past an hour. So yeah, I'm sticking to my hour a day on social media. My camera's about to die, but who would I recommend this to? I would recommend this to anyone and everyone on planet Earth, okay? Because we need to learn how to free ourselves from our mind and from these toxic habits that were literally put here on Earth to distract us and for us to fight off and find our true authentic selves. So please remember that you are not your thoughts, and you have the absolute ability to change the trajectory of your life and where it's going, starting now and starting with this challenge. So I challenge you, yes you, don't ignore me, I'm talking to you. I challenge you to do this challenge for at least 1 day or even up to 1 week like I did, or even up to a month. I've heard plenty of great stories about doing a detox for 1 month, and just let me know how it makes you feel and how much it has changed your life and just how great you feel afterwards. So thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you'd like, comment down below what else you would like to see from me. And I really appreciate all the love and support that I am receiving